Nick Kite already out there, along with Steve Vanderbrink, Matty Irvine. So we're just about ready to roll for the 4-goal final. Looks like they've, the GMG team looks like they've changed numbers. It looks like young James Hoey's wearing the number 1 shirt. Would probably push Phil Dowling back to the number 4 position with Charlie Field in the number 2 and Stuart Hoey in the number 3 shirt. And the same with the Brinks team. Oh no, Matty Dunn's got his right shirt on. Irvine's got his right on. Nick Kite. So they're playing as programmed. Got 1 goal umpire ready, just waiting on the second one, and then we'll be right to go. Yeah, because we've blown the speakers at that end. Got speakers at that end, but nothing at that end. Pardon? Where's old mate? We've been trying to get Drewy up here to look at. They can hear it at that end apparently, but not that end. That's good to know. So ready to roll. Umpires ready to bowl the ball in to begin the first chucker. It's in and we're underway in the first run round. Stuart Hoey with a defensive play. Doesn't get the length on it he'd like. Comes through. Here is Nick Kite. Taken off him by Charlie Field. Chipped there forward by one of the other players. The first one round's going to be young Irvine. Gets the ball going forward. Does he? Yes, he does for his team. Oh, nice little shot up here. Trying to set up his number 3 in Nick Kite. Kite and Hoey go back together. They cancel each other out the next one. Too, it'll be Irvine again. Irvine going to take the ball forward. Does so. Little centering play. Phil Dowling's read the play nicely though. He'll go with a little back play. Does so nicely. Round 2, I think. Charlie Field, is it? Yes, it is. No, taken off the ball nicely by Nick Kite. Kite now running it in towards goal. He's left there. Charlie hasn't got the breaks that he'd like. No, it was Matt Dunn before. Charlie backs the ball into his own horse and out over the back line. So that'll be a force hit. A penalty 6, so a 60-yard defended penalty hit at goal to the attacking team adjacent to where the ball crossed the back line. Nick Kite teeing the ball up. He's going to leave it here for Steve. Steve Vanderbrink, I think all the way from New Zealand. On the buckskin pony, drives it, a nice approaching shot towards goal. Tried to be met there by Stuart Hoey. Charlie Field gets it out here and gets it out on the open side. Goes, he's going to try and blast past Steve Vanderbrink. He does so nicely. Charlie Field in full flight. Checks up to how much time's he got. Checks the pony. Len lets it flatten out before he gets the ball. The approach shot's not quite the one he wants, but he's still got time to go back. Steve now peeks him up on the running ball. He's going to leave it there, and Nick Kite says, I've had enough of this. Gets it round the corner. Oh, sorry, that was Matty Dunn. Up to Nick Kite. Nick Kite got one attacking player and one defensive player in front. Now Irvine's over the top of it. Young Hoey will get a play on the near side. Does so nicely. Oh, the horse gave him a little prop. Just not what he wanted as he went to hit the ball. Hoey Senior says, young James, get him out of the play for me. That'll let me go to the ball. Oh, great little play from James Hoey to let Dad go to the ball. Stuart now turns the ball and says, now have a run, son. I'll hit it to you if you can get going. He's out there if you can get it to him, Stewie, but he can't quite do so. The pressure's come through. Ho can't get the play. One left there for Phil Dowling. Dowling comes through for the back of the pack. Gets it up now. Says, now, James, have a go at that. Dad won't give it to you, but I will. James picks it up now. Gets it across. He goes under the tail. Oh, good little 1-2 from Dad to son to Dad. Stuart Hoey brings it round the corner. That lovely lazy swing that he's got, but it's out towards the boards on about the 50, 60-yard mark. Who's this? Matty Dunn tries to drag it off the boards. Does so, left it there for Charlie Field. Charlie picks it up here. Charlie and Got it there, left it for Stuart Hoey. Hoey tries to drag it through a bit of traffic, can't quite do so. Looking here now for Charlie Field to bring it round the corner. Can't quite do so. Nick Kite wants it to go over the back line, and out over the back line it does. Plays the call. Who's this? Steve Vanderbrink brings it out the open side looking for Nick Kite. Kite eyes left it over the top. Who was that? Oh, Matty Dunn gets him out of trouble. Only as far as till Stuart Hoey comes and gets a bit of a play on the ball. Hoey comes round the corner looking for a little bit of a play. Drives it in there towards goal. It looks to be going well wide now over to the left. James, I think, will get there in time to keep it in play though. Does so. Nice little centering play, but Nick Kite's going to pick it up first. Kite now just settles the play and waits for his teammates to get sorted. Goes out the open side looking for Matty Dunn and Steve Vanderbrink now. Dunn gets the play. Steve runs for the pass. Oh, Dunn's left it there though for Charlie Field. Charlie now with all the time in the world. Taps it in towards goal. Charlie Field now, what's he going to do with it? Oh, he's going to leave it wide out over the back line again. Off the back line here with Steve Vanderbrink over to Nick Kite. Kite's the only one that had gone left, so he's got time to go to the ball. He says, now have a go at this young Irvine. He gets it up there, but coming at 1,000 mile an hour is Matty Dunn. Phil Dowling gets a bit of a plant, and he does so nicely. Just enough to get it to Stuart Hoey. Hoey stops, turns, changes the line. He says, now James, go towards goal. So James Hoey and Steve Vanderbrink. James Hoey, the young fella, going towards goal. Drags it towards goal. It looks to be going a little bit right again, though. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Oh, they've put it well wide of the post, gone too far. Nick Kite now brings it out of harm's way. He'll let it come off the boards or try to get it to come off the boards, but I think there's been a whistle on the play. Oh, Matty Dunn, I'm not sure what he's doing, changing gear, changing horse, something. Penalty here to the GMG team though. Right in the teeth of goal. So just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, the raffle, the Wesley Mission raffle will be drawn before the presentation or at the presentation today. Some fantastic prizes. A big thank you to Aquas Farms for letting us use these fantastic facilities. So here they are, Matty Dunn just changed the horse, but Charlie Field taps the first goal in, so GMG go to the lead. 1-0 latter stages of the first chukker. Nick Kite, just a few words of encouragement to his team. Ball will be bowled in. They've changed ends once again. In it goes. Through the line, out it comes. Working hard in there. They've all got heads down. Who's that round the outsides? Charlie Field like a thief in the night. Sets it up here, Nick Kite and Charlie Field. Charlie cancel each other out. Matty Dunn gets a bit of a planet. Phil Dowling's going to get the next play. Comes through. Oh, Phil is reliable as ever. Phil Dowling, James there's got it going in the air. Nick Kite somehow plucked it out of mid-air. Nick Kite now. Who was that trying to meet the play? Charlie Field. Nick Kite says, here, have a go at this young Matty Dunn. Dunn out now, up approaching halfway. Tries to get it back in field. Does so nicely. Oh, they're all over the top of it. Nick Kite says, here, have another go, boys. Stuart Hoey gets a bit of a planter to get it out of harm's way now. Hoey there tries to drag the ball forward. Can't quite do so. Who's this? Matty Dunn working hard for it. Trying to get into a position where he can set up Nick Kite. Nick Kite's going to get a bit of a play on this one, and he brings it round the open side. Kite now. Nick Kite now looks up as all the team in the world and says, here, young Irvine, run this one in a goal for me, but he hasn't got enough length on it. And young Hoey will be there. James Hoey backs it out of harm's way. Look at Matty Dunn ride for it, then puts the anchors on, pulls up tight on the board. Charlie Field comes through, gets it off him now, tries to take it off Nick Kite. He does so. Charlie drives it up along the boards, needs someone to run on it. James is going to come to it, and Steve Vanderbrink and James Hoey whistle on the play. The umpires will say, good play's the call. Penalty 5 or 5B. Looks like it's going to be penalty 5B. Halfway penalty hit. Or down to the 4. That's what the umpires are discussing. Stuart Hoey just giving his teammates a bit of a few instructions on what he wants to do. They're all out there, no, just waiting for Charlie. Now they're there. They're going to have a penalty 5B, a halfway penalty hit. No, they're going to bring it down to the 4. A 60-yard defended penalty hit at goal for the GMG team. Charlie Field, not much has changed. He likes to take the penalty hits. S. Hoey does not. Didn't quite have the horse he wanted. Plays the call. Charlie Field brings the ball round, brings the pony round, I should say. Lines up, looks at the post, 60 yards away. Strikes it as clean as you like. Looks to be going a little bit right to the left, though, was it? No, through the post for a score. That takes them 2-1. No, was wide. Goal umpire probably just standing in the middle of the goals rather than behind his goal post. Charlie Field with his honesty calls it wide. So here we go. Off the back line here for the Brinks team. Steve Vanderbrink off the back line. It'll be, there goes the hoot at the end of the first chucker. First chucker ends 1-0 in favour of the GMG team in the 4-goal final of the Jim MacGinley Memorial. Back for the beginning of the second chucker. Have we got nothing at all now? Mate, we got no speakers at all. Yeah, we've been missing the far end for a while. Yeah, and we've lost them all now apparently. Right out.
Still live streaming.
Right, off the back line here it'll be. Just waiting on the Brinks team. They've got all 4 of them out there. Just waiting on the GMG team. The captain, Stuart Hoey, just checking something with the scorers. He might be going overseas. Good mate Stewie Gilmore to change mullets. But there, we're just about ready now. He'll come back in and we'll get things underway. So back centre field we are, or off the back line it'll be to start things. Nick Kite and Steve Vanderbrink, the two New Zealanders, just working out a bit of a team plan. Matt Dunn saying, coming back to see them and saying, what can I do from here as well? So plays the call. Off the back line we come. Steve Vanderbrink brings it out here to Nick Kite. No one's watching. Whoever owns those kids, can we get them back, please, from the sideline? They've got to be back up the hill. Here we go. Who's got this? Nick Kite looking for a man down the line. Steve Vanderbrink trying to pick up the ball. Does so nicely. Gets horse, helps him out a little bit. Whoopa! And Charlie Field says, I'm stepping off before he hits the ground. Otherwise, it'll cost him a carton of beer. I've got no speakers, but there's a live stream as well, so I've got to do that as well. So here we go. There'll be a line out here where the player, Charlie Field, hit the ground. Just to stop a play. Hayden Nunn, the umpire, will bowl the ball in from the inside of the field to the outside. Down the back, Charlie will go. Marking up against Steve Vanderbrink. Out the back comes Matty Dunn. Look at the horsemanship here. Yep, hits the call from Nick Kite. Hasn't quite got the legs. Charlie Afield, he'll get a play at it. Not quite the one he wants. Stuart Hurry brings it round. Says, go to goal, James, and I'll hit you the ball. Gets it on the boards. Brings it off the boards. Hits it towards goal. A lovely approach shot from Stuart Hurry. It may not need anybody, but it looks as if it's going a little bit right. James is going to try and get there. Steve Vanderbrink gets the play. Hurry knew where he was going to hit the ball before he did. Stuart Hurry drags the ball forward. Matty Dunn sneaks in, gets it. Charlie Field just stops it there, tries to come past, gets it out to the centre. Matty Dunn somehow gets it out of harm's way, and up over the far side we go. Matty Dunn now got the ball rolling forward. Dunn now gets the ball rolling forward there for Charlie Field. Trying to try and get a bit of a play on it much. Oh, Charlie Field over the top of it. Matty Dunn now says, Charlie says, no, you're not having that long to hit the ball, but the umpire's whistle goes. Charlie's looking at the umpires and say, what did I do wrong? They say, well, you know very well what you've done wrong, Mr. Field. Penalty 5B, halfway penalty hit. Awarded to the Brinks team. We're looking to get on the board. Nick Kite, Steve Vanderbrink. Trying to work out what they're going to do. Matty Dunn's back. Up here we go, Vanderbrink up to Nick Kite. Nick Kite now got the ball rolling forward. Oh, in towards goal. Phil Dowling gets a bit of a play on it there, but he's come across the line of the ball there. And the umpire's whistle goes once again. And Brody Donovan says, this is what I thought. Hayden Nunn agrees, so there'll be a penalty there to the team in white. Looks like it'll be a penalty to a 30-yard defended penalty hit at goal, undefended penalty hit at goal, or a spot here, but if it's inside the 30, the opposition, the attacking team will have the option of where they want it to have a hit from. They look as if they're going to take the spot here on the goal. In we go, there we go. Nick Kite puts his team in on the board. 1-0, early stages of the second chukker. Here we go. Got centre field, back centre field. 1 goal apiece. Early stages of the second chukker. The final of the 4-goal, the Jim MacGinley Memorial. Elysian. The Aquas fields, the fantastic fields we got. Thank you very much, the people from Aquas, for letting us use these fantastic facilities. Who got this? Nick Kite's got the ball now. He tries to drive it up there. Stuart Hurry's read the play nicely though. Stuart Hurry in a bit of traffic, gets it out of harm's way. Tries to set up Charlie Field, but Charlie didn't quite anticipate the play. Nick Kite gets him out of it. James now. James is going to pick up the bouncing ball. Does so nicely. A little bit of farther in that play. Now James trying to get Nick Kite past the ball. Can't quite do so. Nick Kite turns the play and tries to get a teammate running. He says, don't worry about it, boys. I'll take it from here. Opens up the shoulders and drives it down the field looking for someone to run onto it. Matt Dunn, Charlie Field, they cancel each other out. Who's going to be the next one to it? Stuart Hoey takes the man, then goes to the ball. Steve Vanderbrink trying to just put as much pressure on him as he can. Hoey just waits now. Now waits for the settling play. Looks up, chips the ball forward again to Stuart Hoey. Looking deep in the saddle as he always does. Hoey drives it up there looking for James to run onto the pass, and look at the little bay horse stretch out. Stretch out it does. James Hoey now running in towards goal. James Hoey there still dragging it forward. Doesn't know it's there. Nick Kite gets the play and turns it round the back corner. But Stuart Hoey will just intercept the pass as calmly as you like. Now he tries to take it forward deep into the corner. Who's there? Looks to be Steve Vanderbrink trying to put the pressure on him. Matt Dunn's come back to lend a hand. Who's back with Stuart Hoey? Looks to be Charlie Field backing him up. But Hoey's going to leave it there for Charlie. Charlie tries to bring it out a little bit around the goal. Now he tries to steer it in towards goal. He's just about left it there. James O's going to get a near side planted. He backs it towards goal. Met there by Matty Dunn. Now cleared out of there by Nick Kite. Not far though, but Steve Vanderbrink says, here, I'll clear it for you boys. And you're up here to young Irvine. No, he's worried out of it by Hoey. Hoey looks up and says, how much time I got? Tries to just do a little one round Kite to Charlie Field. Couldn't quite do so. Kite centres at field, but it's come off a horse and Charlie Field will pick it up and run it in towards goal. Oh, it's gone a little bit too far right at this stage. Tries to chip the ball forward to Charlie Field. Field now got it running towards goal, trying to keep Nick Kite away from it. Looks as if they've left it there. It's going to be Steve Vanderbrink who brings it round the corner. No, it wasn't. It was young Irvine. Young Matty Irvine, but he's taken out of the play. Hoey will go back on the near side, backs it round the corner. They've all left it there. Vanderbrink's left it there. Charlie Field. Nick Kite. Kite backs it round the corner. Nick Kite up here to Matty Dunn. Matty Dunn brings it round the corner nicely. No, it's Steve Vanderbrink that it is. Sorry, it was James Hoey over the top of it. Now you're looking at Matty Dunn and says, one of you boys run onto that. Young Irvine's going to leave it there for Steve Vanderbrink. Vanderbrink now picks up the bouncing ball. Look at young Hoey come to take him out of the play. Vanderbrink's left it there for young Irvine. Irvine shoots for goal, but unfollowed. He's been following his old man's out over the back line.
Did you try swapping those batteries out again? Maybe not, but that's the only
Because it was going and that speaker stopped. Yep. And then that speaker stopped. Off the back line here now, Phil Dowling there. It was dangerous there for the GMG team. Phil Dowling out across the face of goal, takes it one play at a time. Up here looking for a teammate, can't quite do so. Matty Dunn gets a planter, but Charlie Field will read that play and gets it. Up here now again to Phil Dowling. Dowling's trying to get it up here to Hoey. Hoey's trying to pick up the bouncing ball. He waits for it to settle. Now he gets it through two of them. He's got Steve Vanderbrink and Nick Kite. Kite gets the better of the play. Backs it round towards the sideline. Who's there? Charlie Field. Charlie Field bangs it up along the boards. Who's going to come and come down the play? Looks to be Nick Kite. Kite there now tries to get it out of harm's way. Nick Kite now on the boards. Nick Kite, Phil Dowling will get a little bit of a play in there. He does just enough for Stuart Hoey, but Matt Dunn's going to be too quick for him. Gets it round here. Oh, James Hoey. James Hoey gets it out here in open place, and the little bay horse flattens out, but he's left it behind. Nick Kite doesn't know where it is. His horse has kicked it forward for him. He didn't know. Matt Dunn will just make a little back play, just enough to let Kite get onto the near line. Kite does so nicely. Wants Phil Dowling to go back and do some defensive work. This is dangerous because Nick Kite's wide open and got the back door open. He's left it behind. James Hoey backs it round here for Charlie Field. Field helps it on its way. That didn't go. Ball got bogged down a bit. Now who's this? Matty Dunn, Charlie Field. Matt Dunn tight on the boards. Charlie's waiting for it to come off. Can't quite get it to come off. Matty Dunn chips it in field. Matt Dunn now running towards goal under the pressure of James Hoey. Matty Dunn runs it in towards goal. He doesn't miss from there and puts it through on the Vanderbrink side. The Brinks go further into the lead for the first time at 2-1. Time just about down in the second. It is. I'll say goodbye. I'll hand you over to Glenn Gilmore and we'll go from there.
So we're back for the start of the second half of our 4-goal in the team's Division 1. Many thanks to Andrew Thompson, who's been doing the last couple of games of commentating, but he had to go, so I've been subbed in. My name's Glenn Gilmore, and we have Brinks in the white up in the lead against GMG in the blue and white. Charlie Field checks up on it. He's being hard ridden by Matty Dunn. I actually played against this white team yesterday, and they beat us. We had them at the start of the game, but they came back and they were very strong, with Steve Vanderbrink having a very good game. So James Hoey comes in quickly, takes on Nick Kite, but it looked like he needed to execute a better ride-off or play it on the near side there. So the umpires have dropped the ball on the spot, and it'll be a hit for the Brinks team. Mike Irvine, Matty Dunn, Nick Kite, Steve Vanderbrink against Phil Dowling, James Hoey, Stuart Hoey and Charlie Field. So good to have James and Stuart Hoey on the field together. So Stuart Hoey with the green hat comes in hard. So too is Nick Kite. He's left it behind. Stuart Hoey's the only one onto it. Now Steve Vanderbrink comes in as well for Brinks. And we have Charlie Field and Stuart Hoey there. Hoey decides to go forward. Charlie brings it once. Now the shot is a good one from Charlie Field, trying to get up to James Hoey. It's nearly going to get to him. It has. He's picked it up once. He goes again. He gets the little hook, but Hoey's equal to it, puts the shot through, and that's a great goal there for the GMG side to bring it back to 2 goals apiece with a chucker and a half to go. The 2 umpires are Brodie Donovan and Bo Skerritt. So a good goal from GMG to even it up. So Hoey asks a bit of the little pony to get in there. I'm pretty sure a couple of these ones are quite green off the track from earlier in the year, and he's doing an amazing job to get so much out of them. Matty Dunn going to the ball. He played very well yesterday as well. So did Steve Vanderbrink. He was everywhere. Scored 2 really good goals against us. Now Charlie Field comes in. The back end, good from Field. Getting it now to Stuart Hoey, who turns extra quick, but Nick Kite gets in there. Now Hoey, the only one to it. Phil Dowling needs to get going, and James is up in front, but we've had a whistle. Unable to hear that whistle, and the umpires point to the spot. So it'll be a spot hit to GMG. Charlie Field brings it in. 2 goals apiece. Third chucker and a half to go. Charlie Field got Matty Dunn to deal with, so he takes his time, bit of cat and mouse, looks for one of his players to go. And the shot was a good one to try and get to Dowling, but right, and Phil had gone left. Now Nick Kite coming round. Charlie comes in hard. Players coming at all angles. Charlie Field thought he had the line. Now Stuart Hoey has to rush back quickly with Nick Kite. Nick gets hooked out of it, but Matty Dunn, the next one to it, he's left that one behind as well. He didn't miss one of those yesterday. Mike Irvin comes in. Good little pick up again from him. Mike's already had one shot, just missed to the right of the goalpost. Now he goes in to take on Stuart Hoey, one of our great local players. Good to have him back playing and to have his son out here as well. Shot. The open is called beautifully, and Steve Vanderbrink called it. Big ride off there from James Hoey. The 2 of them come together. Umpires didn't see anything wrong. Now Nick Kite slices through right, then left, and the shot at goal from Nick Kite is a ripper. And Brinks go back into the lead by 3 goals to 2. So Nick Kite takes the opportunity to change horses. They do not wait for him. And next up, throwing the ball in, James Hoey's picked it up the front. James gets control of it, does well, can't get enough on it. Phil Dowling in there, hard ridden by Matty Dunn. Now Nick Kite, lovely little pass to Nick Kite from Matty Dunn. Lovely shot up the front, but Steve Vanderbrink thought that Nick was going to run it. Now Charlie decides to turn it quickly. Gets one on it. Nice play from Charlie. A bit of space Over onto the far side. Gets the brown horse running nicely. Charlie picks it up again. Has he hit it too far for Matty Dunn? He does, but look out. Charlie goes to pick it up. It comes off the pony. And now Nick Kite takes it forward once with Vandenbrink. Got to be careful there. The shot. Oh, it's a good one, and Hoey tried to read it out in the middle. Now Vandenbrink gets a bit on it, evades the hook of James Hoey. Hoey and Vandenbrink, two big swings come at it. Now Matty Dunn picks it up in the front. He's about 80 out, and he's left it behind. Unlucky for the Brinks side. Hoey turns quickly. He and Charlie Field, the 2 3-goalers for the GMG side, just waiting there. The shot from Hoey. Tries to get it to son James, who's in the good position. Nice little flick out to the right. James can't get enough on it, and he looks at himself and cries in anguish. Turns the pony round nicely. Charlie comes in now with Nick Kite. The shot from Nick, trying to get it to Steve, but he doesn't see it. Now Matty Dunn comes across along with Hoey. Dunn and Hoey come together. Big rod off on the far side, trying to get the flick back, but Hoey's hit it to Nick Kite. Kite, oh, he's left it behind, and Hoey goes through, and now he's got a chance. Hoey to score another one for the Brinks side, for the GMG side. Takes it again. Oh, he's nice play from Hoey again. He's going now. He's got to beat Kite. What a play this will be from Stuart Hoey. That was fantastic polo from him. And he scored to even it up with a lovely individual goal on the left-hand side of the field. So Nick Kite trying to get his team all fired up. Lovely individual goal from Stuart Hoey. The little brown horse trying to get into the throw-in. James is looking for it. He gets hooked out of it by Mike Irvin. Good play from him. James still fighting for it. Hoey's in there. Phil Dowling's in there. Everyone's in there. GMG trying to get moving forward. But Brinks get control. Matty Dunn takes it out to the right. Tries to get the shot up to Mike Irvin. Nice play, and he gets the little dark pony moving forward. Takes it early. Good pick up from him. He goes again. We're only commenting the fact that this time last year out at Gundawindi, he was a very green rider, but had done an amazing job to get his riding skills and go so well. So in his attempt to stop the ball from going back to Nick Kite, Charlie Field has hit the ball high in the air above his head and hit it over his own back line. So he's ended up hitting a safety, so it will be a penalty 6 from the 60-yard line in favour of Brinks. Nick Kite comes in. Gets a nice little bit of distance on that. Met by Stuart Hoey and James Hoey. Matty Dunn turns quickly with Charlie Field in there. They meet it and steal it off him. Now, Charlie says, hit the ball. I want it. I want it. Oh, and Stuart Hoey's one. Oh, Stuart Hoey's one just looks a little bit humpy up the front there. But James Hoey, he snuck through right in the middle. 3 goals apiece in the third chucker. James doesn't get enough on it. Matty Dunn went for the back end. Didn't get much on it. That one's come off Stuart Hoey. Good play for Charlie Field now. A chance for GMG to get in the lead before the chucker bell goes. He's put it right up into the middle of it. Matty Dunn. Lovely open back end, but it's been read by Stuart Hoey. Oh, no, he can't get around. Steve Vandenbrink, very quick. Mike there, but Hoey steals it again. Umpires have seen a problem, so they blow the whistle. And it looks like it'll be a hit in favour of the Brinks team up at halfway. So Brinks have the ball at the halfway. There's saying just under a minute to go. Steve Vandenbrink brings it in. Gets a nice strong shot on it right up to his number 2, Matty Dunn, who's got the speed to get around everyone. No, he doesn't. Look at Phil Dowling come in there. Phil, beautiful little touch on that. Not quite enough, but Charlie Field tries to steal it off him. Now Matty Dunn. The flick shot through. Oh, lovely finish from Matt Dunn. And that will finish our third chucker. with Brinks in the lead, 4-3. Okay, we've got a full complement of 8 players, 2 umpires back on the field with a great goal by Brinks with Matty Dunn at the end of that chucker. Hello, Pat MacGinley. Nice to see you, my boy. Matty Dunn was excellent yesterday, and what a shot from him. He actually looks like he might have hit that too far. He's got a chance with a nice catcher. Oh, he's overcut it and can't get back to it. Phil Dowling calls for it. Lovely backhand from Phil Dowling to set up his team going forward. Pick up there from Stuart Hoey's work for him. He can't get back to it, but Charlie says, it's okay, son, I've got it. Comes off the pony again. Charlie Field comes in quickly. Charlie Field runs through. There's no one at home now. James Hoey goes in to chase as well. Charlie Field comes across to even. Oh, he's hit it out to the left. It's definitely within his range. James Hoey takes the man out so that he can turn it. What a play from James Hoey. And now Charlie, a little flick through, and that's a great goal for the GMG side to even it up by 4 goals apiece with a stunning bit of play from Charlie Field. But to see James Hoey having the presence of mind to take out Steve Vandenbrink to allow him to turn the ball was excellent to see. So 4 goals apiece. Phil Dowling turns there with Matty Dunn. Matty gets the better of it. Comes around the outside, asks a bit of the Chestnut pony. I'm pretty sure this is his wife's pony. And what a turn from Phil Dowling. He turns it, gets it to himself, but he's left enough for Charlie. Phil Dowling, oh, he can't get across. Charlie decides to go again. Charlie's called away. Can he get to, oh, he decides to wait. Nice play of the board, sort of helped him there a little bit. Hoey's still up in front. Phil Dowling needs to go for a pass the way he just did that last backhand. That was fantastic. He's left it for Phil. Phil decides to go left. Oh, and he's had it stolen by Matty Dunn. Big write-off from James Hoey. This is really starting to open up a bit, this game now, as they are in a ruck and maul. Now, Mikey. Oh, that's a horrible little bounce, but Nick Kite's still there. Nick, good play from him. Mike evades the hook. Asks a bit of the pony. He gets going. Hoey can't get it, but now Nick goes again. He hits it a bit too far because Hoey is right there. Beautiful, classic tail backhand from Charlie Field, who picks up the bouncing ball. He might have hit it too far, I think, over the boards. The umpires will count to 8 and drop the ball in favour of the Brinks team. Brinks. Send it down the left-hand side. Steve Vandenbrink comes in. Hoey steals it off him. Now there's a bit of trouble. GMG, big play. Hoey still there. James goes. Big play from Stuart Hoey. Who's got the speed? Ho thinks he does. Holy, look at this go. Stuart Hoey on absolute display here this afternoon. Can he score a beauty for his team? Picks it up and, oh. He popped it up in the air and had the presence of mind to just put a little touch on it to try and put it through the goal. But unfortunately, he just didn't get the angle, and it went wide to the left. Vandenbrink with a quick play out to Nick Kite. Nick comes across. Charlie Field's there. Little touch backhand. Ho reads it. Good play from him. Now they need someone to go back. Ho takes it forward. The backhand is a good one. Out to the middle to Charlie Field. A chance for GMG to get their 5th. They've tried 4 times down here. Charlie takes on Nick Kite. Big play there. Vandenbrink's there. What a hook from James Hoey. He has played seriously well today. So too has Matty Dunn. Dunn brings it across. Asks for a bit of power from this little mare. Stuart Hoey's on the inside having to go back with him, but he's got too much run. We saw this one of Hoey's has some absolute power there a minute ago, and Ho knows that he does. So he goes to the man. Matty Dunn, but Hoey has the man and takes him out. Now Charlie Field's got some space. Mike Irvine's there. He checks the pony nicely too, does Mike, but Charlie's still got control. Mike does a good job. Matty Dunn has no horse. It's 3 on 4. This could be the game. It's 3 on 4. There's no one at home. Stuart Hoey has a chance to score. Nick Kite's not there. He's only got Vandenbrink to beat, and we know this horse can absolutely motor. He's gone around the outside of Vandenbrink. Can Hoey score it? He's 80 out. Lovely little cut shot. He goes again, does Hoey. Stuart Hoey. Oh, and he's left it behind. James picks it up. He's hit it off his father's horse, and I think it's gone. No, it's left inside because Vandenbrink's horse has stood on it. What a great passage of play from these two. What a shot from James Hoey. Look at Stuart Hoey turn. That's an amazing defensive play from James Hoey, the young lad. On -1, don't forget. Stuart Hoey looks for the foul. The umpires oblige. And that looks like a chance with 2 minutes to go for GMG to go into the lead. So the penalty 2 in favour of GMG. Nick Kite takes this chance to get on a fresh mount. Charlie Field brings it in. Walking. Has a shot at goal. And as he put it, oh, it just sneaks in through the left post. But it's gone through, and Phil Dowling's team with the blue and white shirts have hit the lead at the right time. Amazing to see 18 teams here at Elysian Fields. So Brinks. Oh, the whistle's gone. Now they'll start again. Right. Throw in. Brinks are going back towards. Oh, big hook there from James. But Mike Irvine does a very good job. James, yes, it looked like there might have been a sandwich there. The two blue players on either side of the white. And so it's a hit now. And Matty Dunn wanted to change, but he's been told to stay. Steve Vandenbrink. It's actually gone to a 4, which it did look like it should do, because the Vandenbrink team, or Brinks, were attacking. So it goes up to a penalty 4 for a chance for Nick Kite. Not sure if Nick's going to hit it or whether Steve will hit it, actually. Doesn't matter who hits it, they need to convert it, because this is a very important part of the game. So Steve Vandenbrink for his own team to put it through. Trusts his hitting. Comes in with a lovely swing. He's pushed it out to the right. It was hard luck for the Brinks team. Matty Dunn tries to get there, but it's gone over the back line. The clock looks to have just stopped for a minute. I think it's been playing up all day. So it'll be interesting to see how much time is actually left. There it goes. It snuck up half a minute there now. So Charlie Field trying to get that ball up to James, but he just can't get that pony to go across. Vandenbrink with a nice open backhand. First one to it. It's going to be Matty Dunn takes on Charlie Field, but a big play from Charlie. Mikey Irvine sneaks in there, and unfortunately he had a near side shot, and Stuart Hoey, the wily fox, knew that he just had to wait, get the foul, and now with a minute and a bit to go, GMG are looking the goods. Charlie brings it forward. Hoey's on the right. James Hoey's on the left. Phil Dowling they've gone for, and it's come off Mike Irvine's horse. Now, coming quickly, Nick Kite. He's called to go up. The shot has gone forward. He hasn't got quite enough on it. Phil Dowling's there as well. Uh-oh. Nick Kite's come through to even it up. He's got it once. He's got it twice in front of Stuart Hoey. And now Matty Dunn tries to steal it, but Phil Dowling has turned the play again. He has had... Uh-oh. A very good last chucker has Phil Dowling. So the two umpires can go to their third man. I believe it's me. So we'll see what they say. It did look like a foul. I think Phil just came in there and didn't. I think he had a near side. And so they'll be taking it forward to either a penalty 3 or a penalty 2. So a chance, a second chance for the Brinks team to score. So Steve Vanderbrink loves this pressure. It's his team and he wants the hit. Apart from the fact that Nick Kite's also just had an operation on his elbow. Steve Vanderbrink. Pony comes in nicely for him. He shoots and he's put it through. We've got a tied ball game. Next goal wins. Okay, 30 seconds left. So they're waiting for it now. James Shepherd steals it. What a play from James Shepherd. And unfortunately, as James Hoey's taken that ball forward, he's had Mike Irvine just sneak in front of him and make a backhand shot. It'll be interesting to see what the umpires say. Looks like it has to go forward, but we'll wait for them to see what they think. So the chance for GMG to claim the trophy. Phil Dowling's team of father and son Hoey, along with his stalwart professional in Charlie Field. So it's a 60-yard hit. And some good penalty hitters out here, Charlie Field being one of them. So Charlie Field to win the game. If he hits this through, it's game over. He hits it pretty well. It's straight. Can they stop it? It's gone through. And GMG win. What a fantastic game of polo from these two teams. And a great penalty from Charlie Field to finish. Thank you very much to Joe McAnally and his live stream, and to the South East Queensland Polo Club and Elysian Fields. It's been a fantastic day. Obviously, the Jim MacGinley Memorial, thank you to Melinda, Nikki and Sophie for being here. And also the Wesley Mission, we will be doing the raffle tickets very soon. So thank you, Elysian Fields, an amazing venue. And we'll have the pink polo here on the 22nd of September. So thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you later.